Hi, I'm Alja. So in today's video I want to talk about different uses or different ways that we can use the word pa. I'm sure that you noticed, if you've been learning Slovene for some time, that really there's so many ways in so many sentences that you can use this word. So let's begin as we walk to the Ljubljana's castle. So hopefully this will make the video a bit more interesting, and the goal today is, so današnji cilj je, today's goal is to get some ice cream, so that kupim sladoled, that I buy ice cream. Alright, so the first way of using the word pa is when it is in contrast or the opposite of what was said before. So this can be rekli so da bo deževalo, so they said that it will rain or that it's going to rain, pa ni, but it didn't. So pa here would best translate to in English to but, okay? So they said it would rain, but it didn't. Rekli so da bo deževalo, pa ni. And then another example, morda je tebi glasba všeč, pa meni ni. Maybe you like the music, but I don't. And here this pa, we can switch it with ampak, okay? So morda je tebi glasba všeč, ampak meni ni, but I don't like it. Alright, and one more example, rada bi šla v kino, pa ne smem. It means I would like to go to the movies, but I can't, I'm not allowed, okay? So pa, ne smem, but I cannot, okay? Awesome! Now then let's continue with the second way of using it. So the second way is just like with the previous one, but if there's more stress on it, okay? What I mean by that is, let's say jutri bomo vstali ob 6, tomorrow we will get up at 6, pa če se na glavo postaviš. And it's kinda, postaviti se na glavo, it means to kinda go stand on your head, okay? But it's just an expression that we use. So even whatever you say, we are going to do this, okay? So here, jutri bomo vstali ob 6, pa če se na glavo postaviš. Okay, so now we are just putting more stress on it with what was said before, right? And another example, jaz bom zmagala, pa če je on še tako dober. It means I will win, or I am going to win, even if he is that good, okay? So, do you see what's happening here? So now, pa če, right? You can even say, če on še tako dober, it's okay. Okay, just with this pa we are putting more stress, right? As I said, this second example, right? More stress on it, okay? So, jaz bom zmagala, I will win, pa če je on, even if he is, še tako dober, that good, even if he is that good, I am going to win, okay? This is what this means. So, pa če, now here, this pa would kind of goes together with če, yeah? And it means even if, okay? So, even if someone is that good, you are still going to win, okay? In that sense. Alright, so 2 down, I think 7 more to go. Let's continue. Okay, so the third, I think we're in the third example now, yeah? The third example, this would be when it's explanation. What I mean by that is, easiest way to explain it is with example. So if I say, vedno zamudi, pa ne brez razloga. It means he is always late, or he comes always late, but not without a reason, okay? So, pa ne brez razloga. So if I would just say, vedno zamudi, it means he always comes late. Ne brez razloga is just like, just really stating the facts, the obvious. Pa ne brez razloga, this pa really gives more emotion to it. So, but not without reason, okay? And again, pa in the third example, right? So if we are kind of following the list, right? It means but, just like in the first example, okay? So, and oh, one more example. So if you ask for a glass of water and you want cold water, but not like ice cold, right? Remember now what the word ice cold is? Ledena, right? Or leden. So anyway, how we would say it is, ali lahko dobim kozarec hladne, pa ne ledene vode. Okay, so pa ne ledene means but not ice cold. Okay, just it should be cold, not too cold. Okay, I hope it makes sense. One more time, ali lahko dobim kozarec hladne, pa ne, but not, pa ne ledene vode. Okay, but not ice cold water. Alright, I hope it makes sense. Now let's continue. Alright, and now we are at our fourth way of using the word pa. This would be when we are building up the sentence or strengthening what we just said. So what I mean by that is an example again. If we say, samo še to naredim, potem pa grem. It means I only do this and then I am going to go. Okay, so potem pa and then I'm going to go. Okay, or and then potem pa grem and then I'm going to go. So another example would be, see here people work out on Ljubljana Castle. Yeah, so I can say samo 5 sklec naredim, potem pa grem. It means I'm only going to do, or I will only do 5 push-ups and then I'm going to go. Alright. Okay, and now for the 5th example for how to use the word pa. It's when it's, in Slovene we say stopnjevanje, and I believe the best way of saying this in English is escalation. Not sure, don't quote me on that one. But basically it is, if I say vsa hrana je bila odlična, še posebno pa juha. It means all the food was excellent and especially the soup. Okay, so še posebno. And another example to hopefully make it easier to understand is pozdrav vsem. It's hello to everyone. Posebno pa očetu, and especially to the father. Okay, so pa in this sense would mean kind of together with posebno pa, right? It means especially. Okay, and especially. Okay, and now for the 6th way of using the word pa. It is when it's binding, so basically just and. So when you're using and, in Slovene we say in, right? But another way of saying in is pa. Okay, so right now trying to walk on the stairs, so I can say hodim počasi, pa previdno. It means I'm walking slowly but carefully. Okay, so I can say also hodim počasi in previdno, so I'm just using in, right? But it's the same if I say pa. Okay, and I feel that this pa is actually one of the most frequently used ways of using the word pa, at least when I speak. At least I think so. Of course I don't listen to myself all the time, right? But I tend to use pa a lot instead of in. So let's continue. Okay, we can maybe give another example for this when it's binding, so just the word and. So I can say jabolka in hruške, right? So apples and pears, but I can also say jabolka pa hruške, so apples and pears, the same in English. In zdaj smo že pri 7. primeru, so this means now we are already at the 7th example. So this is when to use pa, right? When we are adding something, so seštevanje, so as in mathematics. Alright, so I can say star je 8 let pa 3 mesece. It means he is 8 years old and 3 months. Okay, but I can also say star je 8 let in 3 mesece. Okay, so just like before we are using this word pa instead of in. Okay, so that's it. Even if I'm counting, just like ena plus ena je 2, right? So 1 plus 1 is 2. I can say ena in ena je 2, or ena pa ena je 2. Okay, so that's it. Very simple. So instead of using plus, or not actually plus, yeah, this is really literal adding, but if you are saying someone's age or something, you can use pa instead of in when you are adding together months, years, and so on. Or even if you are saying what the time is, so let me just check quickly what is the time. So it is 25 minutes past 1, and now there's people coming and I'll get embarrassed. So I can say ura je ena in 25 minut. So instead of saying in, I can say ura je ena pa 25 minut. Alright, I hope that makes sense. See you in our next example. Okay, and now for the 8th example of using the word pa. This is when it is, how to say, kind of in connection with what was said previously, or okay, or what was said before. So what I mean by that is that if someone says, oh, did you hear he failed the exam? So in Slovene this would be, oh, ali ste slišali da ni naredil izpita, so he didn't do the exam or pass the exam. So then I can say pa je to sploh mogoče, which means, oh, but is this even possible? And with this I am saying, oh, you know, he's such a good student, how is this even possible? He was studying so much and so on, right? So this is when we could say then pa. Okay, so when someone said something, as in full, okay, so I got the information, then I continue, let's say, my dialogue, if I can call it like that, with the word pa. So here it would mean more in the sense, oh, but is, or and is this, but is this, okay, in that sense, okay? So even if someone says, okay, trgovine so zaprte, it means the shops are closed. I can say, pa si prepričan, it means, but are you sure, and are you sure? Okay, in the sense, oh, did you check, you know, it's regular working day, I don't know, working time, okay? So then I would say, pa si prepričan, and are you sure, okay? I can also say, si prepričan, are you sure? But with this pa, I'm just using more stress. There's more kind of, not really, I guess, emotion involved, but really it's like, oh, but are you sure? Alright, so now we only have one more example to go for the ones that I prepared today, and I need to get down from the castle. As you, I don't know if you can see, this is the watchtower that we saw before. So I am under kind of, or next to the Ljubljana's castle, and now I just need to go down here, and I tend to be on the clumsier side. So I will see you soon when I reach down. Ciao, ciao! Alright, now I have my ice cream, and it's time to talk about the last way. It's not the last one, yeah, there's at least 10,000 more, I guess. Many more ways of using the word pa. But the last one I want to talk about is when we are really expressing an intensity of an action. So what I mean by that is, if someone just wants to sleep, instead of saying samo spal bi, it means he only wants to sleep, we can say samo spal pa spal bi, okay? Or if someone wants to keep eating, like I want to keep eating ice cream, we can say samo jedel pa jedel bi, okay? Or I can say samo jem pa jem, it means I keep eating and eating. This is basically all I'm doing, alright? So what it means is just putting more intensity to it, okay? Or even we can say ni pa ni odprl vrat, so he didn't open the door, even though we kept asking him, oh, please open the door or something, okay? So ni pa ni nehal, he didn't stop in that sense, okay? Even though someone was asking him, please do that, okay? So one more time, just to express more intensity in the action that's happening. Okay, and oh, actually, let's give an extra one, the 10th one. So it's kind of on the funnier side for me, because if, let's say, you give someone something to try, let's say, or something that you want their opinion on, and you are all excited, I'm like, oh, this ice cream is the best ice cream ever, and you go, poskusi ta sladoled, try this ice cream, never eaten yet, it's incredible. And then they try it all excited and they go, pa, you know, it means like, well, it's not the best. Okay, alright, so I will get to my ice cream now. I hope that you enjoyed this video, you learned something new, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao!